Welcome Soul Family. Today we are looking at the personality for Lisa from Blackpink, and she has been very interesting to me for a long time, and we will be looking at a personality, a career and a love life. I will be putting timestamps below so you can just jump to the point wherever you want, as this is going to be a long reading. Spirit, please show me the personality for Lisa from Blackpink. Very interesting. Again, we have a central personality as the Fool. She's a very, she sees life, she's pure and innocent, and she sees life like a very big adventure. For her, everything's an adventure. For her, everything is an experiment. She might have a lot of Aquarius and a lot of Sagittarius mix in her chart somewhere, because definitely her planets are such that make her take a lot of risk. And she just has that feeling, everything is going to be taken care of. She is pure and innocent in her heart. She approaches life as if it's like one big game, and she has to jump from one point to another. She doesn't think before she does stuff. She just does. She's completely someone who follows her heart, and she's definitely gone through a lot of obstacles in her life, but they don't seem to bring down her spirit. She's someone who's very joyful, very optimistic, and real fun. And only a person who has the ability to take a lot of risk can handle someone like her. Because we have her central influence as a devil. So I think she might be into, she's not scared of anything. She will, many people will avoid risky things in their life, maybe not getting involved in risky adventures, risky substances. For her, she's going to experiment with everything. She's that kind of person. She might be into something in terms of drinking, or it's not necessarily drinking or drugs or anything. It could be also someone who is addicted to gaming, addicted to adventure, addicted to Lisa is someone who gets bored very easily. So if you're not entertaining enough, if you are the kind of not stagnant, if you are someone who follows a set routine, that is like death for her, because a set routine, she needs her routine to change. She is perfectly in the right place, because a creative outlet which she has now is something which will help her really grow more and more in life, because she needs change all the time. She can't bear stagnancy. The amazing thing is, in her past she's had a very traditional upbringing, and while now she's not traditional at all. She's had maybe strict parents, very Catholic. I don't know whether she's Catholic or whether she's Buddhist, what is her religion, but she had a very strict traditional upbringing with a lot of traditional values, and she doesn't believe in them anymore, in those traditional values, because she's completely she doesn't conform. She's a non-conformist, I would say. She makes new paths, she follows new paths. In her future, we see the star, so we see something very bright for her. She needs to achieve balance in her life. She needs to listen to people who help her tone down her need for adventure and travel. But she's the kind of person who will climb Mount Everest. I mean, that kind of person who goes for that kind of thrill and adventure. So she needs somebody who can tone that down for her, who can balance it out for her, balance her emotions, balance her spiritual side. Balance is what her key is, and that is what she needs. What does she identify? When I saw this card with her, I felt she identifies being a hustler. She hustles her way through everything. She's always, she's this kind of person, like when your dress tears in a very important event, she'll be the one who will be able to stitch it up back immediately, or get some fabric from somewhere and just fix it up and maybe create something even more beautiful than what it was. She's that kind of hustler, so she's the kind of person who you can go to an emergency and she'll come up with a very creative idea to fix that emergency. And that kind of thrill is what she lives by. So she's the kind of friend, if you were studying together, the one who will climb the wall and maybe, go to some place and get the stuff which everybody needs. So she is that kind of friend, the bold one, the adventurous one who would take that kind of risk. She's the one who will do it. She might not take care, she might do things in haste, and she might fall in trouble, she might hurt herself because of that. So there's a lot of hasty behavior also, without thinking, without planning. So in her team, if she has somebody who plans very well, or she has a friend who executes and plans very well, she will give all the planning to them. She doesn't like doing it. She'll give all of it to them, and she'll be completely okay, because they will help her to stabilize and give a stability in her life. The next thing she identifies is with the Knight of Swords. As I said, she is that friend who will fight for the underdog. If somebody is bullying you, she's going to kick their ass. If she is, she's the kind of, I don't know if she's done martial arts and taekwondo, but she might have done. I need to check up whether she's done or something. But she's the kind of person, who will kick the person in the if someone is troubling you, she's going to beat them down. She's very much of a tomboy, I feel, in some ways. In the public, she is the Page of Wands, a very passionate young lady who is full of creative ideas. And I think publicly also her creativity will be very, very much visible. Definitely she knows she needs more experience to handle a public image. But in private, I feel she has a lot of demons in her mind which she needs to work out on. She is, either it's under stress or something happened in her earlier life. She needs some kind of stability. She needs stability. She needs someone she can depend on. She needs a friend who she can really depend on, and that is what is really missing in her life. Her team is definitely very good, but she needs somebody else who will really ground her very well. She also may be feeling that she doesn't have a home. Maybe she travels so much, she feels like there's no place she can call as home, and she doesn't get that feeling that I've returned home. That is what I feel in her life, what will happen. What she fears. This is a very unusual card to come up as what she fears. She'll never be emotionally satisfied. She also fears she may never be emotionally stable. That she'll never get everything which she wants. She has fears about, so no matter how much she does and how much hard work she does, she's not able to get that emotional stability which she really desires, and she feels she won't get it. And I think it's connected to her inner life. She should do some spiritual healing which will really help her out in this. What does she deeply desire? She deeply desires to travel, see the world. She's such an adventurous soul. In olden times, if she was there, she would be like, on the ship and, traveling the whole world, not touching the, the ground. That is the kind of person she is. Such an amazing personality, such an amazing friend. Okay, so this is a personality, and let's move on to her career. Let's see how that goes. Okay. In her past, we have the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and we have the Justice. With the Knight of Wands, I do feel she never, she has never fully got involved, given it her all to her career in the past. Because there were many times she has walked away from things because they were not emotionally appealing to her, and maybe people were unfair to her. There was something which was going on unfair, and maybe she walked away. That is the reason. But later justice was done. She got her due. She got the balance which she needed. She got her due. But there has been conflict in her career in the past. In the present, we have the Lover's card in her career. We have the Two of Wands, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this tells me that she's totally in love with what she's doing right now. She is spiritually connected to the project which she's doing right now. Definitely there are options also coming in front of her. So here is also 2, and here also we have 2. So I see some kind of options coming for her in her career, and she loves both of them and she doesn't know which one to take. And she will finally choose one of them, and it's going to give her the 9 of Pentacles, which is she's going to give a lot of money, a lot of happiness, and it's going to give her divine blessings also. So I think we're going to see a new project, a new career option which she's going to pick up, and it's going to be very, very satisfactory for her. In the future, we have the 3 of Pentacles, which shows again collaboration. Maybe she's going to connect with other music artists and collaborate and make amazing albums. We see the Page of Wands, and we see the Strength. A lot of new projects coming up for her, even in her future, and she has to be strong enough to do it. She has to be strong and stay true to her heart. And the negative voice which whispers inside, she has to learn to control that, because that's the only thing which will defeat her. She's so brilliant. She should just go ahead and live life completely, the way she wants it, and have fun the way she wants it. And she's going to have successful collaborations in the future. So this is what I see in her career. Let's look at her love life. Okay, very interesting. So in her past, yes, she did have a relationship, and she was young. It was a good relationship, well balanced, but and she was pretty serious about it. But I think in the present, somehow that relationship has broken. I don't know who she was with in her past, but it's not there anymore. A relationship has broken, and it is somebody she has worked with before, whoever she was in the present. But now she's going through a heartbreak situation, and that person was like a player. It is definitely somebody she met through work. He was like a player, and she's heartbroken right now. I don't know who that could be, since I don't really follow their all the news completely, but she's going through this bad time, and maybe that's why the Tower is showing up as her inner self, because somehow a very big relationship or what she was in has broken, and right now she's going through a very difficult stage inside, where her heart has been really cut open. In the future, we see her go through a lot of soul searching. She's going to find herself and maybe be reborn. She's going to, recover from this heartbreak which she's gone through. And then we see somebody like the Emperor coming in her life. And with the Emperor, we have the Death card. So this is a very big, change which is coming in her love life in the future, because she's going to heal a bit. She's going to do some soul searching, and then she's going to meet somebody who's very rich, very powerful, very authoritative position, and that meeting that person is going to change her life completely. I'm not sure whether it's going to go for the better, but yes, it is, because the person is going to be like the light in the end of a tunnel for her. And since it's the time where we're talking about rebirth, I think this person will be good, because this person is going to have a very strong stabilizing influence in her life, because when this person is there, that gives her the freedom to be the Page of Wands, to be the young one, not to having to think about practical matters. So we're going to see a very big shift in her love life. I should maybe update later on her, because we will come to know more as time passes. So this was Lisa's love life. I hope you all enjoyed this reading, and if you all did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye bye.